Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to my 100-day challenge. So, like I said, over the course of the next 100 days, I'm going to be dropping fresh funnel hacking training for you guys so you can help wrap your mind around all this nerd shit, all this technical back-end stuff. I know you've bought 1,000 different courses telling you all these different things you need to succeed online, but how many motherfuckers out there are breaking down this super nerdy shit so you can actually build your business online, tie everything together, make your sales process work on autopilot? So today we're going to be hacking the homepage funnel. What the homepage funnel is like if you're going to build your website but you want it to be in the ClickFunnels platform, you can utilize ClickFunnels to do that. This can replace your WordPress site, your Shopify site, any site that you're using right now. It can replace a lot of those basic one-page websites. So we're going to dive in. We're taking a look. One of my students, Frank, sent this over to me because he was like, dude, this is my competitor. This is what I should be emulating. How do we do it? So you do it by funnel hacking them motherfuckers. That's one of the biggest things behind funnel hacking, is being able to take a look at your competitors, see what's working, do some good old-fashioned R&D, that's short for research and development for the non-nerds in the room, and learning, what are they doing that's working and how can you replicate that for your business. So that's what I'm going to be diving into today. Let's take a look here. So this is the funnel that we're hacking. It's a nice homepage funnel. This might even be built in WordPress or something along those lines. It definitely looks like it could be a ClickFunnels platform because you can do all of these things in ClickFunnels. So we're just take a look. Let's go through. Then we can get an idea of all the different things that we need to be doing. But this looks like a pretty simple site that we can hack. Let's see. The only thing that tells me that this is a WordPress site is because they have a blog and it's functioning like a WordPress site. So that's what tells me this is built on a WordPress platform. So another thing that they have is My Courses, where you can access their course information, you can log in. So this, if you were going to do 100% ClickFunnels platform, your courses and your login would actually be links to your membership funnel if you built a membership funnel inside ClickFunnels. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to map out what we need for this funnel. So we can get all the pages. So we're going to have the home page, our story, testimonials, and if you want a blog, you're going to have to use some kind of blog platform. ClickFunnels really isn't the best for blogging. So WordPress is free. I will even do a WordPress video. I actually have WordPress videos out there already teaching you about WordPress. It's super intuitive, easy to set up. So we're going to skip the blog portion on this home page, but if you do have a blog, then you're going to have to do that and just manually link it to ClickFunnels. Now, I actually have a blog, so I'll do that just to show you guys. And then My Courses, this is going to be linked to membership funnel. And this is also going to link to membership. Now, where does the R&D part come in? So what we're going to be doing is we're going to actually opt into this list. What's up, Joe? Thanks for tuning in, brother. So let's take a look. Let's see. Get access to your free preview. So you can see this sends you to another page where you can put your name, email, and how you heard about them with a little drop-in box. So this is going to be an opt-in page. So that's something that we need to add in here. And then let's actually subscribe to the list, because so this part of the R&D might take you some time, because what we're doing here is opting into the list so we can get all their automated email sequences, because down the line when you're mapping out your strategy and how it works for them, maybe they're sending you an automated email sequence, so you're going to want to search through there. Alright, and then you can see you get a preview where it shows a video. So post opt-in, go to preview course page. Alright, and then if we click here to start a preview, so you actually have to use your name, you have to actually buy the course. Email containing your login link, username, and password are on their way. So I'm guessing you can watch this video, get acquainted with their business, what they're offering, check your email. You should get that email by the time this video is done. Then you'll be able to start the preview and log in and access their course. So that's just one part. Alright, and for those that are visual learners, you can get a tool like this. Funnel Lit, and this is something I just started using because I am big on just typing out my formula and with a notepad and just go in there. But I've just started using this new product called Funnelytics, which it gives you the ability to visually map out your funnel. So I guess that's the best way to put it. So we'll say Cornerstone, Gundog, Academy, funnel. Alright. Then we will create a new funnel. This is going to be the home page funnel. Alright. So far we know we have we'll just put a generic page, right? And we know we have multiple pages. So what do we have? We have homepage, our story, blog, testimonials, blog, testimonials, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 pages. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right? Alright, and then we also know that from the home page there is an opt-in funnel that it links into, because we tested that out, right? And then we know the opt-in funnel links them to a preview page to actually purchase. Okay, and we also know that they're going to send us an email that links us to these 2 places as well. So that's what you know so far in their strategy, is they have all these pages set up, and this is going, let's go ahead and rename these from generic to home. What the fuck was the options? Home, our story, testimonials, what else do they have? Contact, courses, and login. So this is going to be contact us. Courses, login. Alright, so now that we have that, I'm going to go ahead and save. Now let's check out our story. Let's see if there's any opt-ins or anything on this page. Nope, it's just a standard our story page. There's no call to action on this page other than the regular links, but we'll ignore that because, like I said, this is set up like a home page. Testimonials, let's see if there's any call to actions there. There's a bunch of videos. Yep, not sure you're ready to become a member. Click here to access your free preview. So that's going to send people back to the opt-in page. So on our testimonials, what we'll do is we'll say it links back to the opt-in, right? Because there's a call to action that goes to that opt-in. Now let's check contact us. Okay, so it's a different form. That's not the opt-in. It's just where you can send them a message, ask you a couple questions. So it's safe to assume that contact us goes to a different email sequence. Alright, and then courses, that is going to go to a different website. Let's see. So courses, we know we have them watch a video. And then we know we send them to the sales page. Right? And then login is just going to be a members area. Alright, so now we have the overall flow of how this funnel functions. So you know what you need to build to replicate this funnel. Alright, so now let's dive into ClickFunnels and replicate this. And then this is also why it's so important to use the Funnel Hackers Cookbook. So if you haven't gone through the Funnel Hackers Cookbook yet, this is all the technical stuff in ClickFunnels, all the different elements. So you know what all the different elements do, where to put them on your pages, how to modify them, how to do everything with the different elements that you get from the different funnels. There's also all the different funnel recipes that teach you how to build the pages out. This is what's going to help you be able to look at their website and say, oh, it's this one or this one or this thing. So that's what we're going to be doing here. Alright, so I'm just going to go with this theme here. So the themes, what they do is they set the overall colors and the feel of the funnel. It'll set the default fonts, it'll set the default colors, things like that. If you want, you can start from scratch. There's always blank templates, but I like to always pick a template that matches closely to the look I'm going for, and then just modify everything from there. Alright, so you can see your homepage funnel is just a two-page funnel. It's going to be your first page and then a thank you page for people opting in. So let's go ahead and do the home page. This is going to be the home page for the funnel. Right, so you can see they have a logo in the center with links. You can see here we have the logo. It's on the left with the 3 links here. So if you want to match it exactly how they have it, you would just go, instead of a 2-column row, you do a 1-column row. right here, and then you'd put this image here, align center. Now it's aligned to the center, and you can even go to the settings here and turn down this row size to 50, and that's going to center that row to the center of the page. And then you can drop this row. Boom, now we have the logo in the center. And the same deal here. Alright, so this is a navigation element where you can put 3 different links. Now, they have multiple links, obviously. So, how would you do it with multiple links? What I would do is, I wouldn't even use the navigation element. Just type it out by hand. Alright, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different links. So what you would do is you add a row, a 6-column row. Alright, we'll ditch this. We'll ditch this. Okay, so it's the row that has the background color. That's fine. So elements, we're going to add subheadlines in every single one of these elements. Make the text color white. We'll turn the size down. And we'll just say home. Yeah. So there's our 6 links. So now we're gonna actually put those links together. It's gonna say, instead of home, this one's gonna be, what was it? Home, our story. Testimonials. Alright. So there you go. And each one of these will be able to make clickable. We'll turn them into links. So now let's take a look. They have a headline, a couple of subheadlines, or actually this is a bulleted list. And then, no matter your situation, this video will introduce you to the best resource available for turning your dog into the retriever and companion that you've always wanted. So that is a 1-column row. Sorry, that is a 1-column row. So this is 2 columns. So what we're going to do, we're going to delete this row here. We're going to do 1-column row here, and just drop in the element. So there's a headline. And setting the typography of the page, this is going to be what the links and the default text color are going to come out as. So like I said, we have that. Let me see if you can set an icon with a subheadline. Yeah, here we go. Let's see, they have a little arrow there. So it'd be a subheadline. You just go to advanced and you can set the icon, right? And they had a couple of those. And then they have another subheadline but bold. So let's just clone the big headline since that's automatically bolded. Boom. And if you want to spread it apart, you see how they have the spacing here. You can go to the settings and set the margin. So we'll just set, a 15 pixel margin. That'll work. Boom. Alright. And then the next part, they have a video. So that's just the video element. And the video element is nice. You can either custom embed from YouTube or anywhere, or they have YouTube, Vimeo, Wistia, all automatically ready to go. So you can just put the YouTube share URL in there and it'll play the video. Alright. Then they have a button to access your free preview, which, remember here, is going to send them to the opt-in page. So then we'll go ahead and add another button. Alright, and then they have another section, what the community is saying. So you can make that this section. We can ditch this row here. Alright, and see how it's got a different background. We'll add a 1-column row. And then that'll be your element, your what people are saying about us. Right? And then this is a different section with a back, it looks like an actual image slider. So this is something that done in WordPress. I don't think there are image sliders that you can get. Let me see. I don't think there's an image slider element. No, there is no slider element. So you do a couple different things. You could actually build one with HTML. There's plugins and things like that where you can get that image slider, and you would just use the custom HTML element to plug that in there. Yeah, so that's just a functionality you wouldn't be able to do with ClickFunnels if you didn't have resources to get, you know, a custom coded slider. You could do something like this with 2 columns, you can make the settings, you could change the background image, set a different image for the testimonials if you wanted to, the elements that they're using, because you can see it's just a quote element with an image and some text. So you could do something like this where it's a paragraph element, you know, that's going to be the testimonial itself. Then you could add an image of the person, and then you'd make this image, you know, 100 pixels by 100 pixels. So that'll be the little icon of their face, and then subheadline, and then that would be, you know, their name and whatever status you wanted to put. And you could clone this to do it multiple times. So if you wanted to do a couple testimonials like that, you could do that here. So, and if you wanted to close that gap, you know, so they actually flow together like they do here, see how close they are together, that's just adjusting the margin on these headlines. So I'm actually counting down backwards. So this is day 3, technically. Day 100, day 99, day 98. So I haven't gotten to 1 to 97 yet. Tomorrow will be 97. Yeah, so it's a countdown instead of a count up. I know that's confusing. I thought of that after I did it, but I was like, well, I already did it this way, so I'm gonna keep doing it this way. So it's a 100-day countdown challenge. Alright, so the next part is a section with an image, and we're sending them back to the opt-in page here. So how do you do that? You see the background image here, and you can just search through I'm just going to search through the stock backgrounds for now. Alright, and then we're going to ditch this row. And then let's do full center. Alright, and then was that a one? Yep, that's a 1-column row. Hold on, there's some. I'm gonna change this music in my background. It's fucking me up right now. Alright, so now they have a couple headlines and a button. So let's add the couple headlines. And then they have a button. We'll just clone this one here. And you can go here to the themes and pick a different style of button if you want. You can go to advanced, change how big the button is, how small it is. Do you want to display it inline or you want a display block? And there's the line flat style. Alright, so now it's a line flat style, it doesn't really show up. So let's go ahead and change it to black. Boom. So there's that button that will send them to the opt-in, get your access to a free preview. Alright, and then the next one, they have another section. So that's a footer. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to add another full width section below this one. Alright, and then that looks like a 2-column row with an image. And then over here, it looks like they just have a couple paragraphs. And let's go ahead and change those settings so the text shows up. Boom, and then we'll give it a little bit of margin, space them out. Alright, so there's that part, and then our partner, so that is a 1-column row right here with an element for the partners. Alright, and then there's a 6-column row with all those images. Alright, and then like I said, there's just an image. Alright, and then their footer. So they have another section here. So what we'll do, instead of rebuilding this section, we'll just clone this section and we'll move it down. Boom. So now we have that image section with the button all over again. Thanks, man. I'm happy that you're following. Hopefully you're doing some funnel hacking yourself, joining in on this challenge. If not, just keep watching and learning. Alright, so now let's take a look at how they did their footer. It's a 1-column row with an image, a subheadline, and a couple links. So let's do this. We'll move this 1-column row up, right? Because that's already got that in there, and then we'll add an image element, and then we'll make that image 100 by 100 pixels. Even though it looks like they might have used 50 pixels, but that's fine. Then we'll set a margin here to give it a little break between the image and the text. And then they have 3 links in there, so what we'll do is we'll turn down this row to, let's say, 75. Alright, and then we'll drop this element. We'll drop this element, right, and then we'll just do subheadlines for each one of those links. Alright, link, link, and how you actually map these to links, whatever link you want to send it to, you would just click here, highlight it, click this little chain icon, and then type, erase this pound symbol and type in the link. This button here with the arrow will make that link open in a new tab. That's what you most likely want to do with footer links, is open them up in a new tab rather than replacing the funnel window. But if you do want it to replace the funnel window, you just make sure that's not selected and it will open in the same window. Alright, so we got our home page. Last thing you need to do is do your SEO metadata. This is what's going to load when people actually visit your website. So we'll say, you know, dog training. Let's just say the best dog training. You know, whatever your homepage is about. So like if it was mine for my funnel vault, it would be Big Marv's funnel vault or something like that. And then description, you want to do a short and sweet description about what your website represents. So we'll say the best dog training on the planet. Click the link to find out more. And then keywords, this is just going to be SEO organic keywords that, you know, if somebody's searching Google, if your page will eventually get listed, and if somebody's searching it, you know, these keywords could fire. But most people are using funnels to do paid advertising, so I'd never even dig into keywords. They're kind of useless. Your name, we're just going to say dog training. And then for the social image, let's just put in a picture of the cookbook. Fuck it. Alright. There we go. That's saved. Alright. So now let's create another page for the funnel. So we're taking a look at our funnel layout. This home page is what we just finished. So what we'll do is now I'm going to clone that funnel step. You can either clone the funnel step where it already has most of your links. So that's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to select it down here, lead magnet. It'll pop up. And then I can say add to funnel. Alright, so now you don't want to confuse yourself. So what we'll do is we'll go to this first one. We'll click on this gear here and we'll say home page. Alright, and since this is the first step of the funnel, there's a couple different spots we have to update it. So whenever you update it, you update the path in publishing, and you also update the first funnel step in the overall settings of the funnel. This will, so like if you use your own custom domain, if somebody goes to your domain and this path isn't defined, then it could send them somewhere else or give them an error, so your page won't even load. So we'll say this is the funnel vault home page path. Alright. And then for this one, it's not the home page. This one's going to be our story page. So put our story. Alright, so our story is we're gonna hack it the same way, right? So you just click on it, get familiar with the elements. So like I said, this is a section with an image set as the background and a couple of headlines. So we're going to keep the logo and the links because that's what's the same on every one of these, is the logo and the links. Then the next section, so this section, we'll just go to settings, set a background image, right? There's already a background. And instead of repeating, we're going to do full center. Alright, and they don't have a video. Do they have a button? They don't have a button. They don't have any of this shit, they just have two headlines. Alright, then next they have a three column row. And this is in a different section. So let's go ahead and ditch this row. Oh, damn it. Alright, and then they have a headline, and they have a paragraph. Go here, change the color to black, color to black, and then we'll clone these elements. Alright, cool. Next is another section with a plain background, the Cornerstone team. We can just repurpose this. Change that to Cornerstone team. Alright, and then it's two column row with an image, a couple paragraphs, and a headline. So what we'll do is we'll get rid of this row, get rid of this row. Alright, so it's a two column row. Right, and then on this side they have an image, and on this side they have a headline, and then they have two paragraphs. Alright, and then they have it separated by two different sections. So what we'll do is we'll clone this section, right, and then we'll go to the settings, and we'll change the background. So instead of it being a white background color, let's just say we want it to be a blue background color, right? And then we'll clone this section again, we'll move it down, then we'll clone the blue section, we'll move it down. So now we got our stripe section, and then there's just the footer, so we'll nuke this section, and boom, we have the footer in place. It's as easy as that. Of course, don't forget to set the SEO metadata of this specific page. You want to make every one of them the same, or not the same, but you want to make sure they talk about whatever that specific page is. Alright, so now we're going to do the same thing for our testimonial page. So now let's click here. We're going to clone this funnel step. Alright, let's go to our story, add it to the funnel, let's move it up here, and then this is going to be testimonials. Alright, so that's updated. So now let's dig in there. And it looks like they just have a one column row inside this section. So with the headline, so we'll just delete this second headline, use that. This next one is a 2-column row with 6 different videos. So what we'll do is we'll ditch this row here, and we'll do a 2-column row. Let's move it down one, move it down again. God damn it. Alright, see, 2-column row down here. There we go. So now we'll just do video. We'll clone this one. Video. Set the settings so we'll give it a break between each video. Alright, and then 1. There's our 6 videos right there. Alright, the next, they have not sure if you're ready to become a member with that button. So what we'll do is we'll ditch this. And I'll keep this last section, but I'm going to ditch this 2-column row. I'm going to make a 1-column row. And then we're going to put that headline, about ready to become a member, and then we'll put a button there. Alright, and that button kind of blends into the blue, so let's go ahead and change the button to like green or red, because we have red up here, so it'll go with the page. And then of course your footer down here, the different links. So their footer down here is a little bit differently. This is just a 2-column row with the same link set up, a couple different images. That's fine. Blog, we're gonna ignore blog. If you wanted blog, you would just set whatever your blog website is. You just put another link up here and link that text straight to your blog. You can't build a blog inside ClickFunnels, so we're gonna ignore that step. Contact us. Looks like it's pretty short and sweet. So now let's exit out of here. We'll build the contact us page. Okay, then we'll move it up here. God damn it, move up here. Alright. So they just have the image with the headline at the top. We'll leave that here. See, there's a background image with a headline. And then it looks like they have a 1-column row with a form. So we'll ditch this 2-column row here. And we'll just put a 1-column row. Alright, and then we have a headline, which should be black, since it washes out on that white background. And then it looks like they have a paragraph, yep. Now if you want to shorten this up, we'll just modify the row size to make it a smaller row. Right? And then you can actually align this text to the left instead of centered. Right? And then we will put, they have name, phone number, email, and then 2 custom. So what we do is put input, name, phone number, email, custom question, right? And then each one of these you put input type first name, enter your name, you know, email. Enter your email. Phone. Alright, and then here's your custom question. So it's going to be custom type. And then I'm going to say this is how did you hear about us. So this is going to be your merge tag, so a MailChimp or whatever. So you can just hear us. Because that's going to be whatever you make the merge field in MailChimp or ActiveCampaign or wherever you create your list. How did you hear about us? Alright, and then here's your last one, message. So we'll say message or question. Alright, so boom, and then we'll add a submit button. This will submit the page, and then your integrations here, like I was saying, if you're going to do MailChimp, you know, it'd be MailChimp, add to list. So you'd set up an automated email sequence that goes out to them that says, you know, this is thanks for contacting us, we'll get back to you shortly, whatever. Keep it short and sweet. Let them know that you got their question and you will be following up with them shortly. And then this button will set the action to submit, right? And then now how do you control what page it goes to next? So let me go ahead and finish wrapping this up. This next one is a 2-column row with an image and a looks like a paragraph. So we'll add a new 2-column row. Let's put an image element, and then let's put a paragraph. Alright, so and then you just modify that how you want. We'll leave the footer. Let's save this, and I'll show you guys how to get them to go to the thank you page. So your thank you page is right here. Since the thank you page is the next step in the funnel, that would work. I don't believe there's any more pages that we have to connect. No, we don't, because remember the last two are links to your membership site. So the thank you page, if you click this up arrow here, it will open up the actual URL to your thank you page. So you can copy that, go in here to the button, you know, to contact us, and then what you'll do is you'll go to settings, general. You can see up here on submit, go to, and then what we're going to do is we're going to put the URL to your thank you page. Right? So that means once they submit that form, they'll be redirected to your thank you page. And you can do that with any of these links. So that's how you're actually going to get the links for each one of your pages. So like on the contact us page, for example, right? Each one of these, how do you get these links? You're going to do the same thing. Each one of your funnel steps, you just click on the funnel step, click this little up arrow to preview the page, right? So now you can see I got the URL here. We're going to copy that link, and we're going to go into this page. Remember how I was telling you earlier, you just highlight the text, right? So you highlight all this text, you click this little chain link, we're going to erase this pound sign, and we're going to paste this in here. Right, and you're not going to click this because we want it to flow like a one-page website. So make sure this is not selected so it doesn't open it in a new tab. So that is set. Now let's go ahead and save. And then let's click preview. You can see this is a link now. And if I click this link, see, it reloads the page. And so you would just go back and you would get each one of the URLs for every funnel step and update that menu with the proper links. And then, of course, for your opt-in page, this one here, this is a separate funnel. Just like this is a separate funnel, you can get those links from your other funnels. So, for example, I have my membership site. So, whenever you build a membership site, let's go into the funnel vault. If you go to the membership area, it will give you your login link. So you don't want to give them the secret URL, but here's the login URL, right? So I'll go ahead and grab this URL. Then I'll go back into my home page funnel, right? Edit this page. And then you see where it says my courses. I'm going to highlight that, click this link, and then I'm going to replace it with the membership area. The same thing with the login. Click this link, put my membership area link. Now I'm going to save this. I'm going to show you guys how that functions. So now let me open this in a new cognito window, so there's clean cookies. So you can see my courses is now clickable. So if I click that, now it takes you to your the login page, so you can actually log into the funnel vault. So if you have a membership site, that's how you would grab that link and link it into your funnel. So this has been a homepage hack. This funnel will be available in the funnel vault. So go to funnelvault.marvinsworld.us, sign up for the funnel vault, and this video and this funnel, so you can download this funnel and put it into your back end and modify all the information to add your stuff, will be available in the funnel vault for you. Thank you guys for joining my 100-day challenge. I hope you dive in and create your own homepage website based on this challenge. This is Big Marv. Thank you guys for tuning in. One love, and I'll see you tomorrow.